In this video, I'm going to show you how to write equations for lines that are parallel and how to write equations for lines that are perpendicular. So first, we want to take note that parallel lines have the same slope. And perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. So let's just look at a little example here. Parallel lines. So if you had y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals 2x minus 2/3, those two lines both have a slope of 2. So if you were to graph both of those, they would be parallel. Perpendicular lines, let's say we have y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals negative 1 over 2x plus 9. Okay, 2 and negative a half are opposite reciprocals of each other. So those two lines would be perpendicular on a graph. So let's look at part A. It says, find the equation of a line that is parallel to y equals 5 minus 3x and passes through the point 1, negative 4. Well, let's remember that if we're looking for an equation, we need 2 points or 1 point and a slope. And honestly, if we're writing an equation, 1 point and a slope is easier than 2 points, because if we're given 2 points, we'd have to use those 2 points to find the slope. So here they've given us an equation and they've given us a point. There's the point. But we're missing a slope. But if we look at this equation that they've given us, we can find the slope of that line. So this equation is in the form y equals mx plus b. And the terms are not in that order. But we do know that the number being multiplied times x is our slope, and the other number, the constant term, is our y-intercept. We're concerned right now with finding the slope. So if we just find that number that's being multiplied times x, that negative 3, that's our slope. So let me write that down. M equals negative 3. Now, we're trying to write an equation for a line that is parallel. I like to write this down as a reminder. Parallel. And we know parallel has the same slope. So we're actually going to use the slope of negative 3. And now I'm going to write my equation in point-slope form. So we have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And as always, I'm going to substitute into parentheses. So my y-coordinate of the point they gave us is negative 4. The x-coordinate of the point they gave us was positive 1. And I'm just going to clean this up. Y plus 4 equals negative 3 times x minus 1. And they don't tell us that we need to write the equation in slope-intercept form, so point-slope form is sufficient. So I'm going to stop right there. So now let's jump down to part B. Here, part B says find the equation of a line that is perpendicular to y equals 5 minus 3x and passes through the point 1, negative 4. So now, we already know it's the same equation that was given to us before. So they've given us a slope of negative 3, and we're looking for the equation of a line that is perpendicular. So we need a slope that is opposite reciprocal. The opposite reciprocal of, in this case, negative 3. So that means the slope that we need is going to be positive 1/3. Okay, so don't forget, this negative 3 can be thought of as a fraction, negative 3 over 1. So the reciprocal of that is 1/3, and we need the opposite sign. So now, just like in the previous problem, I'm going to write point-slope form. I'm going to substitute my point in here, in parentheses again. This time, the slope that I need is 1/3. And I'm going to clean this up. And there I am.